No, about ready to start this. Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna get good. Should I share this out? Should share this out a few times. Yeah, I want to let it rip. Let us go. Let's go. All right, so let me share this out a few times. We're gonna get into some roasting. We're gonna kick some motherfucking ass, right? Fucking now we're gonna kick some ass. We're gonna kick some ass. Oh man, I'm so fucking pissed off of these fucking more. Let's fucking get the party started over here. I'm gonna share this out quite a few times, man. I'm gonna share this out quite a few times. I'm gonna fucking share this fucking thing out. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Switch accounts. Let's share out it fucking again and again. I got quite a few shares here, so give me a minute. Give me a couple of minutes. You guys can share out too if you want. This is not gonna be Kamala friendly at all. No. You want to fuck around with people? I'll fuck around with you. How about that? You don't have any of your pussy moderators here to fucking shut me up, do you, bitch? Ain't that right? Yeah, that's right. You don't. Did I? Did I share out over here? Fuck, I'm forgetting where I'm sharing out at. Let's go. This is gonna get fired up. Let me share it out over here. Let's go. Let me share out over here. Okay, cool. You know what? Let me give me another second. Let me share out again. Let me open up a tab. I gotta share out again. You'll see. You'll understand. Maybe not. All right. What's up, Adriel? What's going on, man? I seen you. I seen you. I clicked on you. I clicked on you playing. Yeah, it's like a pool game. What's up, Darth? What's going on, man? We're about to. I'm about to roast this bitch. Let's share this out. I got to share out a couple more, like 2 more times, and then we're going to be fucking good. We're going to have a couple music songs. We're going to have some truth. We're going to watch how these fucking idiots are. All right. Let's let me get us on the I need to get us over here. Queenie's in the house. Darth is in the house. Smash the likes. Come on up, everybody. Let's go. We're gonna fucking. All right, why aren't you showing me? Ain't I right there? Why ain't it clicking on my? All right, whatever. Go here. Go to channel. All right, go to that. All right, I could. Let's see. I gotta get this. I gotta get one more link. I gotta do. No, not that link. I gotta get. No shit. Fuck. Okay, here we go. I gotta do one more share, then I'm gonna start this fucking stream. Huh? Should have just started it, right? I should have done all this before, right? What? That's all it does? Okay, there it goes. Okay, where am I at? What was I gonna start off? With the over here? Is it the far right? Yeah, we'll start off with this. All right, let's go. How we do it?
Take it from a man who once had the honor to be called in this convention the man from hope. We need Kamala Harris, the president of joy.
Repeat the line.
We need Kamala Harris, the president of joy, to lead us.
It's not Kamala. It's not Kamala. It's not Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
It's Kamala. Yeah, just think of like a comma and add a la.
Kamala Harris.
And it's just so unnecessary. So wrong.
Well, let's hear you say it.
told him I wanted to be the last person in the room before he made important decisions. That's what I asked Kamala.
It's just too awesome. Just when you think darkness is descending, old Joe Biden shows up and the sun begins to rise. Rescued again by Joe Biden. Thank you, Joe. What a bigot.
Oh, yeah. Where are we at now? The
Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
okay. First, fuck Big Mike and that dick that hang. West Palm, nigga, Mar-a-Lago is the gang. Locked up, tons of black fathers, that's a fact. I'll let Joe Biden say it though. You ain't black. Give it up, pack it in, sick of the cackling. Taking these around balls way before Kaepernick. Locked them in for marijuana, you imprisoned them. You were smoking weed at the time, what a hypocrite. Montel Williams and Willie Brown. Guess you have a thing for Willies, bet your dad's really proud. A crisis at your border, ignoring the reporters. Under you and Biden, $1 was worth a quarter. The new world order really wants you in, but it's Trump 2024, we're about to win. Bigly, usually, trust me, I would know it. I still can't believe you believe Jussie Smollett. I'm meeting with rabbis, pastors, preachers, cops, firefighters, God-fearing believers. You're meeting with RuPaul, transgender teachers, creatures, cutting off their primary features. I'm working for God, you work for the Grim Reaper. On Soros's payroll, they should call you Caesar, because every time you speak, it's a big word salad. I heard in college guys called you hot to a Harris. They try to do me like JFK in the drop top. The party of defunded police loves the top cop. You give his laptop, Kamala Lewinsky. When you talk in public, you always sound tipsy. You make Pelosi sound like Einstein. Not a worthy opponent, but I guess I'll find time. Your bottom shelf Chardonnay, me, I'm fine wine. Look at California, you and Gavin cannot fight crime. Bailed out rioters during BLM, then a few that murdered people wasn't shown on CNN. But I'm not surprised, that's just the fake news. And we all know that they pay you, I stay true.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
where we at now? Oh yeah, her. This was good too. This was good. Time for a cold beer. I got these new what are they called again? I'll have to show you guys. You know what? I'm going to see what color it is. Yeah. There ain't no panel right now, buddy. So we're gonna try the. I tried these at the alley, but I never. Not this flavor. It's blueberry wheat ale. Blueberry wheat ale. What's up, George? What up, Adriel? What up, Mater? What up, Darth? What up, Brett? Let's see what color it is. Oh, okay. It's not blue at all. I don't know why I thought it'd be blue because it's blueberry. I don't know. I didn't know what color it's gonna be. It's foamy as hell, huh? But anyway, should I try it? It's called. Let's see. Not bad. Goes down pretty smooth, actually. Let me just share. I think it's It was $9.99 a 12-pack too.
So I've been working on my song that I started. I really wasn't intending on making that a song. It was just thoughts that came to me when I was driving to work. Then so many folks commented on my TikTok video and said, you know, you need to finish this up as a song. So today, instead of doing housework or something responsible, I've been picking on this guitar and writing the rest of what I have not yet titled. But I think I'm just going to call it my Trump song. I can't go to the grocery store and spend less than $100 bill. I can't afford to buy new clothes. I got to shop at the Goodwill. Might have to walk to work next week cause I can't afford the gas. I can't wait to tell Joe Biden to kiss my country ass. DJT put his life on the line to make America great again. One more round in the White House, he'll prove to us and then. All I know, I won't waste my vote when I cast it for Trump and Vance. Can't wait for this great country to give Trump one more chance. Oh, USA is what I say. Trump rocks, and that's a fact. He'll fight, fight, fight for all our rights and take this country back. All the haters today, man, they got a lot to say, but my turn will come at last. On election day, I can't wait to tell Biden to kiss my ass. Oh, USA is what I say. Trump rocks, and that's a fact. He'll fight, fight, fight for all our rights and take this country back. All the haters today, man, they got a lot to say, but my turn will come at last. On election day, I can't wait to tell Joe Biden, kiss my country ass. Hey, if you like this stuff that I'm doing, follow me on here. I just need a few more followers to
Shout out
to pump this old lady's ego up. Don't take but just a little bit. Click that follow
Big up,
button.
Shooty. There we go.
But I wonder what you say to voters who do want to go back when it comes to the economy specifically, because their groceries were less expensive, housing was more affordable when Donald Trump was president.
Next question, please.
Yeah.
That's it? That's it.
Where to go?
With ASOBO, you can do driver's ed anytime, anywhere.
Today is a sad, sad day because after seeing the Kamala interview, today is a sad, sad day.
But I wonder what you say to voters who do want to go back when it comes to the economy specifically, because their groceries were less expensive, housing was more affordable when Donald Trump was president.
Next question, please.
Yeah.
That's it? That's it.
So, why does she say next question, please? And then just starts laughing. Like, you know why? Because she didn't have it scripted there. That's how intelligent she really is, people. Wake up, America. Nice robot they had on there today, right? Because they already had all the answers. They had the questions, they had the answers. That's fucking facts. All right, let's go to another one. We're going here. Well, whatever. Watch this. You're gonna see stuff. You're gonna see real stuff.
And it doesn't seem to be a problem with the media. And it was. You remember that? I mean, She has flip-flopped on everything, and it doesn't seem to be a problem with the media at all. I mean, it cost John Kerry the campaign in 2004.
It sure did. He fought that. I mean, he's still fighting it. Right?
Yeah.
That he voted for it before.
Right. You remember that? I actually voted for it before I voted against it. Yeah. And that's a problem. You're bragging about it? Yeah. He's bragging about it. The rest of us are shocked.
That's because
come on.
You know, in the Beltline, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way they all cover themselves.
But now doesn't seem to be an issue 20 years later. So here's a flashback about Kamala calling the wall a vanity project.
He is now holding the American people hostage over a vanity project that he calls a wall.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a vanity project.
That's interesting.
Let's flash back to 2019, a little more recently. And here she says it's irresponsible to not grant mass amnesty.
Here's the thing. It's not only about a goal. There's no path right now for undocumented immigrants.
Oh, no.
Towards
Don't say
citizenship.
that.
There's no path.
There's no path.
So we have 11, 12 million people. There's a
11, 12.
Go with 11.
Go with
11
30.
million people.
How about that?
For which there's no real path. So it is irresponsible to not come up with a plan.
The excitement in that crowd.
No, they're on fire.
You could feel it.
Yeah.
You could feel it. I mean, I don't know if you talk about the token, but I mean, I was looking at this picture. They got one black guy stuck in there. He didn't look happy. There's one black guy stuck in the middle.
Would you be happy if you were stuck at a word salad convention?
No, I would not.
No,
I would.
I wouldn't either. This also from 2019, where she claims Trump created a fictional border crisis.
We have a president of the United States who has created a fiction about a crisis at the border, and he has held up the United States government and its workers around his vanity project called a wall.
Oh, she was on that. Yeah, that was her thing then.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Vanity project was her big. And she loved that. Ooh, you really stumbled onto something there.
Yeah.
A vanity project. Wow, that's powerful. What a...
I'm basically exposing her. It doesn't matter what color you are, Republican, Democrat. I'm straight up exposing her right now with these clips. I mean, everything she is saying is, we're fucked up. We're fucked. Where'd my clip go again?
Burn, that is, Kamala. And then here's where she says she's not going to vote for the wall.
Let me be very clear. I'm not going to vote for a wall under any circumstances, and I do support border security. And if we want to talk about that, let's do that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, and now she completely flipped on that. Now she's up for building a border wall. Is that your vanity project then? Fascinating.
It is fascinating. And that's what that town hall was when she was a senator and running for president, prior to her dropping out and not getting a vote. Has she gotten a vote since then?
Let me count them up. Carry the one. No, 0 votes. Okay. 0 votes since that time.
Weird.
Yeah. 0 votes in 2020. 0 votes in 2024. And yet she's the Democrat nominee. That is democracy in action.
And
right there. That's why they love it so much.
And the guy that got the most votes ever.
Yes. He's out.
We pushed him out.
Yeah, we pushed him out. Yeah, that was a coup. We committed a coup, but don't call it that.
No.
It's a bloodless coup.
Mean, I'm still supposed to believe that he got the most votes ever.
Well, 81 million. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the most votes ever.
Okay.
Legitimate
votes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What are you saying? Oh my gosh! You're not committing a felony here, are you?
Yep. He sure is.
I'm just asking.
Jeff Fisher is committing a felony at this very moment by insinuating that the vote was not entirely on the up and up inaccurate.
Wow.
Where are the law enforcement authorities right now?
I'm sure they'll
How
be around.
Dare you?
Sure
How dare you even insinuate it?
Well, I don't know if you want to call law enforcement because Steve Baker's still out.
That's true.
That's a walking felon.
That's true. Yeah.
So
and a walking menace
to
society.
Yes.
I live in fear every day. That man's not behind bars.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. And speaking of her flip flops, the fracking is another big one.
She flipped on that.
Oh my gosh! Now she's all about fracking. Fracking's great. What do you mean fracking? What? I've always loved fracking. Here's a montage of Kamala and her stance on fracking.
I am committed to passing a Green New Deal, creating clean jobs, and finally putting an end to fracking once and for all.
Wow. Busted. Wow, busted. And this was made before. This was before the debate, guys. This video, just to show you how evil. She's a liar. I know all politicians lie, right? Their lips move. Yeah, this is before the fucking debate, guys. That just shows you how fucking bad. We're fucked. We're fucked. Do I need to rewind that to say here? Guess you guys missed it.
Passing a Green New Deal, creating clean jobs, and finally putting an end to fracking once and for all. There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
There's no question.
Yeah.
There's no question she's in favor of it.
Oh, yeah.
What we can do on day one around public lands, right?
Right.
And
right.
and then there has to be legislation. But yes, and this is something I've taken on in California. I have a history of working on this issue.
Kamala Harris is inspiring and very capable. She's prepared to be commander-in-chief.
Yeah. Oh, man. Isn't she?
So she made it pretty clear that she's all about banning fracking.
Absolutely. She has a history of working against fracking.
Yeah, she did it in California. So,
and she signed. It was her signature that pushed the Green New Deal over.
Yes. And again, it used to mean something. That now she's against all that. Apparently, she says she is. And why would you be concerned about somebody who flip flops all the time? Well, because you can't trust them.
And exactly. I mean, it was 3-on-1. It was 3 against 1. They never interrupted her. They never, questioned her. She could make up every lie. Now the bullshit she wanted. And she made up a lot of lies and a lot of bullshit. Is that starting to happen now? I mean, if so, that's good because, I mean, when it walks like bullshit and talks like bullshit and smells like bullshit, it's probably fucking bullshit, right? I'm really interested in this clip here. I don't know what it is, but this guy's good. This guy's good. Let's I want to go see it. Did it go?
Video to play. Let's check this out. You guys ready? Can you see it, Kurt?
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch.
Drew, thank you for having me.
So this is Kamala Harris. Segment. These are the clips you didn't get to see from their interview with Dana Bash.
I wonder who that Indian woman was.
Here we go.
Drew, thank you for having me back on your show.
Madam Vice President and Governor Walz, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
You know, my mother used to say, "What? Did you just fall out of a coconut tree?"
Good one.
No, Madam Vice President, I didn't just fall out of a coconut tree.
First, I'd like to talk about how much I love Joe Biden, President Joseph Biden. And he really is the reason why I'm here today. And he isn't. But I am here today. And I'm going to be here tomorrow. I will be here. Tomorrow will be tomorrow, but I will be here. And we will try today to be here tomorrow. Today.
Hey, Dana, I was told you were going to ask me about tacos.
Governor Walz, can you remind me, why are you here?
I'm just a ride. Someone's in no condition to drive.
We're joyful warriors.
We're here for children and families, and there's a couple other things I forget, but hey, I'm here to learn.
You know, I was walking through the building with Governor Walz before, and we were talking about the significance of the passage of time. You know, the significance of the passage of time when you think about in the life of the day of our children.
It's about the children.
Madam Vice President.
You know, Dana, I hope you're going to ask me about the day Joseph Biden called me. And if I was with my family, I hope this isn't too much information, but we were having pancakes. I had a yeast infection. And when he called me, I was more worried about Joe than myself. I'm selfless.
Where did this journey begin for you, Madam Vice President?
You know, most people have been baffled by my career has been myself. Misinformation is no different, but it is the opposite. Opposites are usually different.
My record speaks for itself.
That was great. Fantastic. Who did that? Who was that?
Oh, that was Rick Overton.
Oh, that's great. Who was the lady?
That's good.
That was Misha.
Who's the other lady?
That was Steffi Z.
Oh, no way.
You didn't kick Kamala for that?
That was good stuff. Which one do I want to go here? This video is 13 minutes. I didn't like that she wasn't there January 6th. They keep bringing that up like it means something. And the race card. They went to the race card again. And it's like, really? Complete fucking joke. But anyway, this is a very interesting video here. Google and YouTube busted by an undercover video admitting to pushing pro Kamala Harris to the top. So you guys went down to watch it? Let's see here. It's about 13 minutes.
So today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. First, we have to decide how much we want to find out.
Google was essentially promoting through its ads like rhetoric that was very like pro Kamala.
So let's say in this case you want to find out at a level of around 7.
And like it seemed to link out to like legitimate like news publication sites.
And then I bring it down all the way to number 7 on the around line. And there we have it right there in the intersection point.
So it like seemed like it was an ad from PBS, but it was really an ad for the Kamala campaign or whatever.
As you can see, the more you around, the more it is that you're gonna find out. If you stay down here, if you never around, you're never gonna find out.
Well, if it isn't the world's biggest search engine and virtual monopoly, Google, openly admitting that it is setting its search algorithm to benefit Kamala Harris. Now, this is obviously something that many of us have known has been going on for many years, but to see it out on tape is obviously very interesting. Now, we know the government is currently looking at antitrust type lawsuits for Google and YouTube, given its virtual monopoly over the search engine market. I believe the number 1 search engine in the world is Google. The number 2 is YouTube. And then number 3 is Amazon. It might be YouTube. It might be Google, Amazon, YouTube. Sometimes they switch around. But essentially, Google owns two of those three, and Amazon's just a shopping website. And what's wild is they're just saying it right out loud that, in my opinion, they are committing fraud in an attempt to sway public opinion. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, right? A week ago, when we saw Amazon's Alexa, when you would ask it, hey, give me a reason to vote for Donald Trump, it would say, well, I'm not allowed to compete or comment on political, blah, 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 blah. And if you said, give me a reason to vote for Kamala Harris, it said, oh, here's 500 reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, like outright meddling in the election. This is why, I mean, big tech, why would big tech be so concerned about making sure a certain person gets elected? I mean, it could be maybe the fact that one of them is more beneficial to them in the long term. Maybe it has something to do with the Republicans constantly dragging them up to Capitol Hill and asking questions about this. The fraud is never ending. And speaking of fraud, this is my absolute favorite product, one I use every single day, Aura. Check it out. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Aura. It's rare when I get to do an ad read for a product that I use every day and that I love. Today, that's both. Aura is a product that I absolutely love, and it's really important timing for any of that information on me in them. I absolutely love Aura because you give me up to 5 free for 4 days. And
Twisted Tea is a refreshing, hard iced tea made with real brewed tea. Keep it twisted.
There's a leak on the internet. I actually got notification from that before I read about it. Now, oh, look, the biggest search engine monopoly on the planet Earth is openly admitting that it rigs its algorithms to benefit Kamala. Now, it is undoubtedly not just on Google search, but also on YouTube. You know, it's like, it's if I put a video, like normally in a video, if I lead with Kamala Harris, it usually does a little bit better. Now, that's just completely anecdotal. But like if I'm talking about, oh, Donald Trump poll, blah, 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 blah. But if I say, well, Kamala Harris panics over Donald Trump new poll, it generally does better. Now, again, completely anecdotal. Quote, Google was essentially promoting through its ads rhetoric that was very pro-Kamala, admits Dakota Lieser, a growth strategist at Google, during an undercover date with an OMG American Swiper journalist, probably a hot chick. Actually, they seem to get a lot of people with gay dudes too, so I don't know. We'll check out the video. Lieser reveals that Google has been actively coordinating with the Kamala Harris campaign, manipulating its search engine advertisements in favor of her for the 2024 election. He explains it seemed to link out to legitimate news publications on the site, so it seemed like it was an ad from PBS, but it was literally an ad for the Kamala campaign, making users believe that they're reading unbiased reports from reputable sources. Now, we know that happened. That was one of the biggest scandals of the year. Sources like, the Kamala Harris campaign was using Google AdWords to run ads that made it seem like PBS and CNN and the Associated Press and The Guardian and all that were endorsing her directly. Now, to be fair, all of those, media outlets are part of the swamp. They were endorsing Kamala Harris anyway, but they purposely deceived the consumers to think, oh, wow, The Guardian. Oh, wow, this. And some people who they use, some radio stations and some of that nature, they didn't like it so much.
I can go back to this. It's like, do we forget they had kicked Trump off of YouTube. They had kicked Trump off of X, Twitter. And oh my God, it's like if you were remember if you're pro one side, you get kicked off of you get kicked off of Facebook, you get blocked. I'm sure it goes for other social media as well. So there's almost like no this isn't new, but it's like, well, they're just showing that it's factual. Yeah, that they can even prove it now that we're getting fucked. Yeah. How do I get it back to where it's? Do I need to remove and then re-add it? Or okay, is it going? Okay, there it goes.
They look like they retained legal counsel. They might be suing over it. He also confesses that Google's primary objective is to generate ad revenue, but through fear-based content, explaining, I think whatever demographic is the most fearful is going to be the most profitable. According to Eliezer, the left currently represents the most fearful demographic, which is why Google has been pushing pro-Kamala narratives for profit. Explaining that I think now the left is far more fearful than the right is. He further states it's all about the share of the stock price, revealing that Google's liberal bias is not just political, but tied to financial gain. Yes, I think Google has the belief that one side will allow them to make more money, revealing Google's profit motives through driving political manipulation. Eliezer's admission mirrors past media motives, including CNN's technical director Charlie Chester's claims that, quote, fear sells, reinforcing the role of big tech and media in shaping public perception through fear and bias. Now, I want to point something out here. Okay, here's none of you are probably surprised. The old saying of, if it bleeds, it leads, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Right. Everybody knows that that's true. But what I want people to keep in mind is that it would appear that not just Google, but YouTube, CNN, and all mainstream media are deliberately pushing content to make you afraid. Why? Because not only is a fearful populace more easy to control, which is what Democrats want, well, really most of government, to be honest with you, but it's more profitable because they're going to buy more stuff, right? We're gonna donate more money to Kamala because Orange Man bad. I mean, remember all the heinous stuff they said Donald Trump was going to do during 2016? They literally said that he was going to put gay people in camps. They said that as an absolute fact. Did that ever happen? No. Did he put Hillary Clinton in jail? No. Although I wish he would have. Did they, looking back, all the lawfare he's having to deal with, he probably wishes he had too. But, did any of the stuff that they said Donald was, he's going to start World War III. Gee, what's going on under Joe Biden right now? I would argue that it doesn't exactly seem that great. To me, it doesn't seem all that awesome under Joe Biden. There's one war going on in Israel, another one going on in Ukraine. There's one brewing with Iran. All this kicked off in the last 3 years under President-in-Chief, head of lettuce, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They want to keep people afraid. By the way, after this, Google growth strategist Dakota Eliezer, who has now deleted his X account and deleted his TikTok videos. Just in Google growth strategist Dakota Eliezer has deleted his TikTok videos, including one where he is seen wearing Google merchandise. He has also removed it from his bio, contact information. This follows his exposure in Hidden Camera, where he admitted that Google has been coordinating with the Kamala Harris campaign and manipulating search engine ads to favor her in 2024.
Google was essentially promoting through its ads rhetoric that was very pro Kamala, and it seemed to link out to legitimate news publication sites. So it seemed like it was an ad from PBS, but it was really an ad for the Kamala campaign or whatever.
Meet Dakota Eliezer, growth strategist and ad salesman at Google. Dakota Eliezer goes on to say they're, quote, reorienting the search engine to favor Kamala Harris.
But it's you go to Google, they're...
So this is the big part, obviously. The first part, we knew that they were buying those ads and then forcing them on people so that they would be big afraid all the time, right? That we knew about.
Reorienting the search engine such that Kamala is more, favored. Facebook, I feel is promoting, content that is favorable towards her. A lot of the AI stuff that's sort of proliferating right now is doing so in a way that's generally favorable to her.
Dakota Eliezer, growth strategist at Google, reveals that, quote, Google is a very progressive company, unquote.
I don't care if your company is progressive, for example, right? I genuinely don't care. Okay. But when you are using that monopoly and you are, you're using that monopoly to sway public opinions, well, I don't really know. You know, like I'm not exactly a big fan of that.
And they said earlier, financial gain. Financial gain. It can profit them in a lot of different ways. Financial gain. It's all about the money, money. Show me the money, right? Then again, it could also go at their lefty, ungodly belief system. You know what I mean? Where you at? There's only like a minute left of this.
Especially since there are like no options. You know, there are no options at all for normal people to get out there and get real information. You know, people are mad that James O'Keefe is bringing this stuff to light. Let's not forget that, like, bro, a week ago, Steven Crowder caught somebody at the DOJ in New York outright admitting that the cases against Donald Trump were pure baloney sausage. There are many other search engine alternatives out there. I'll let you guys all sort that out in the comment section down below. I don't really have one that I absolutely love. They all, you know, for like searches that are not politically motivated, I still think a lot of them have a long way to go, but I want to support them, and I want to, you know, I want people to share which ones they perhaps, you know, like. I know there's Brave, Yandex, a couple other options out there, but this is a pretty big bombshell that, well, I'm hoping somebody does something about. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe.
All right. What do I want to go to next? Here's a short one. Got a lot of stuff on Tim Walz too. Tim Walz, excuse me. Maybe one day we'll do that. Okay, I got 3 short videos here. I got a lot of. Well, there's probably got a lot of stuff on Kamala. Got a lot of stuff. What's up, Santa? Oops.
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
Why the again, why the dumb goofy laugh? Like, is she always stoned? Is she always stoned? Is she always on drugs? Or what else she's on, right? She's always it's weird. It's creepy. It's yeah, it's
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. Like, everybody needs to be woke.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay? You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
good job there. We got another one here. Got another one here. It's called. Which one? Is that one? Okay.
Let's hit the nail on the head on this one.
Obviously, the big news of the day is that Tim Walz has been nominated as the VP. My view on it is it just highlights how radical Kamala Harris is. This is a person who listened to the Hamas wing of her own party and selecting a nominee. This is a guy who's proposed shipping more manufacturing jobs to China, who wants to make the American people more reliant on garbage energy instead of good American energy, and has proposed defunding the police just as Kamala Harris does. I think that you guys have got to do a better job at actually forcing Kamala Harris to answer questions. This is a person who's been the presumptive Democrat nominee for 16 days. She hasn't taken a single real question from a reporter. I think it's shameful for Kamala Harris, but increasingly for the media, that she's taking a basement strategy of running from reporters instead of getting in front of them, answering tough questions about her record.
Shout out to J.D. Vance, man. I didn't know if J.D. Vance would be the right person for Trump to pick, but man, since he picked him, I want y'all to win.
Yeah, and it's like literally she's not answering any fucking questions, right? She's really not getting pounded at all.
Proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who are on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that.
I don't know if you knew this, but
you the next debate, let's have her. She gets asked questions the next debate. Let's go. Let's get somebody not on their side. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe there's one person on each side instead of 3-on-1, 3 against 1. Yeah. Do I want to really go off anymore? Let's see. I got another 10-minute video on Kamala. That was a month ago. What else I got? I may do that. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Well, I don't know. Should we do a quick song real quick? No, it's on Biden. That ain't about Biden anymore. We can make fun of him, though. Laugh about him, but. They're trying to get illegals to vote now. It's dumb. They're trying to give illegals like $30,000 for a housing. It's like, what? Let me see this real quick. Let me watch this one. I want to watch this one real quick. Hold on. What is this? This is gotta be funny. I saved it. Hold on. Let's go. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good.
Picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, that I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, that I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
Oh, he's always so funny. What is this one? What is it? Hold on. What is this one? Let me see what I got here. What do I got here? That's let me see.
Narrative that Democrats on Twitter are trying to spawn. Ooh, we're so scared. The MAGA Chud Trump supporters have met the final boss. And that boss comes in the form of cackling Kamala Harris. Every Democrat and their mother all over Twitter keeps trying to speak this one into existence. That Donald Trump's electoral kryptonite has finally entered the ring. Are these people freaking serious? I mean, for real. Are these people serious? Kamala Harris. Seriously, we got to have a conversation about this. The question we're asking today, is Kamala Harris really this grand threat to Donald Trump's surging campaign as the Democrats are suggesting? Let's have a conversation about it. Let's look into the facts, shall we? We've got some...
Oh, that's okay. I thought that was a short. That's a long video there. Was that the one I was going to watch? Maybe I was going to watch that. Boy, I got a lot of stuff here. Maybe I'll show this one. Yeah, let me see this.
Remember the good old days when first world cities had public indecency laws? I miss those days. Yes, some dude in a Bugs Bunny mask dangling his doodle in a pride rally. Not sure what pride there is in that or this. And in San Francisco, where anything goes nowadays, we had several school districts take young kids along to pride rallies. And this one, look at this clip. You can clearly see a completely naked man in the front row watching kids march. And staying in San Francisco, there was plenty more depravity and lefties losing it. And if you're wondering why police didn't intervene, well, listen to what these officers had to say.
And there's kids, wandering around the event. I'm not sure on San Francisco's laws or California's laws. Is it legal for nudity to be presented in front of kids?
Nudity is legal, yeah, within certain boundaries.
What are the boundaries? Do you know?
A couple of
Yeah, anything coupled with a lewd act or anything being done for sexual gratification that involves other people. Basically.
Okay, but this event wouldn't be considered for sexual gratification.
No, if they're walking around and it's
This is sick. There's supposed to be something on Kamala though. Where's the Kamala news? Can I fast forward to the Kamala stuff? I don't need to. This is where's the Kamala thing? Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me get rid of this shit. Okay.
Now to the woman who could be president if they manage to invoke the 25th Amendment, but they won't because she's even less electable than the decrepit puppet currently in the job. Here is Kamala Harris turning up the cringe to atomic levels.
No, Taraji. Now, you know I wouldn't do that, especially not to a fellow bison. The real, ain't you? You know. So what's on your mind? Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election. Women's reproductive rights are on the line. Our Supreme Court is on the line. Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing? Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they're not like us.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here on these streets. What the hell was that? And did the Veep just call half the country, indeed more than half according to recent polls, extremists? Did she call half the country extremists? You know, we mock lefties losing it, but sometimes they're just downright evil. And wasn't it nice to see one of Kamala's lies called out on X after she posted Donald Trump would ban abortion nationwide? Tweeps pointed out that information from the likes of CNN, BBC, the Associated Press, the New York Times, to name just a few, show that Kamala was lying.
Another morning to savour the crunchy nooks and cranny splendour of a Thomas's English muffin.
Tom, which is a...
The bad news for representative democracy.
Okay. Yeah. More. That was just more about the. What was the one? What was that? I lost my other video. What was it? Okay, go back to this. Okay.
Every Democrat and their mother all over Twitter keeps trying to speak this one into existence, that Donald Trump's electoral kryptonite has finally entered the ring. Are these people freaking serious? I mean, for real, are these people serious? Kamala Harris, seriously, we got to have a conversation about this. The question we're asking today, is Kamala Harris really this grand threat to Donald Trump's surging campaign as the Democrats are suggesting? Let's have a conversation about it. Let's look into the facts, shall we? We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so let's first start off with the data, right? Supposedly, Kamala Harris is the answer to their problems. Well, it's not going to take too long to debunk this one, I'll tell you that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the polling data. We've got 2024 general election, Trump versus Harris. We got two polls since since Kamala Harris assumed the throne as the new black queen of the DNC. And well, how can I put this? Not exactly looking so hot. We got a Forbes/HarrisX poll showing Donald Trump pulling 53% of the vote nationally. Do Democrats know how bad that is for Donald Trump to be pulling over 50% of the national vote? Then we got a Quinnipiac poll, which shows Trump leading by 2, which some people are saying, oh, that's so bad. Only a +2 national lead for a supposedly deeply controversial Republican candidate in early polling data. Ooh, shiver me timbers. A +2 lead, how horrible. Well, it's horrible until you realize that that poll's from Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac happens to be a pollster that over the last roughly 6 months of Donald Trump leading in every single poll, essentially, has literally not once showed a Trump lead. Maybe recently after the assassination attempt, but Quinnipiac essentially all year has looked like this. In the matchup between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, Quinnipiac is a pollster that overestimates Democrat support quite significantly. You mean to tell me that Quinnipiac has Trump up +2 against Kamala Harris? And that's your big news? All right, well, I guess it's time to give up. You know, that's basically how Democrats are acting. Kamala Harris raised $80 million in a single day since becoming the presumptive nominee. I guess it's time to pack our bags and just concede the election. Kamala wins. No, she's down in every poll. She's down in every swing state. There's a HarrisX poll that just dropped showing her down 8. And even worse, if we delve into the crosstabs of that Quinnipiac poll, again, a totally left-wing biased pollster, and we isolate specifically for independents, Kamala Harris is down, are you ready for this? 14 points with independents. There's also this that just dropped from the New York Post. Kamala Harris trails Trump by 4.6 points in Georgia as she underperforms with women and non-black minorities, down with independents, down with women, and down with non-black minorities. This is the Democrat grand strategy that has Republicans shaking in their boots. I'm not buying any of this nonsense. That Donald Trump is so scared of Kamala. Give me a break. We already know Donald Trump's opinion on Kamala.
And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. It's so amazing. She's so fucking bad. So I just can't imagine.
I mean, come on. Leftoids are suggesting that Donald Trump is going to be too scared to debate Kamala Harris. Al Sharpton mentioned that recently on MSNBC.
I mean, if he does not try to get out of the debates, and you know, Donald Trump and I both come from New York. In Brooklyn, we call him a punk in the streets. I don't think he wants to debate Kamala Harris because I think
he'll be afraid to debate.
Oh, he's a political punk. There's no doubt about it.
Really?
And I think that if his friend was promoting the about Don King, it would be the prosecutor versus the felon. That's how you would promote it.
It's going to be prosecutor versus convicted felon. He doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, there's only one problem with that. Kamala Harris is literally one of the worst public speakers I've ever witnessed in my lifetime.
Governor Hochul, where is she? There you are. Hello, Governor. Thank you for welcoming me. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, thank you. And then, of course, the Speaker and Senate Leader Stewart Cousins, where is she? There you are.
Not to mention, we remember exactly what happened to Kamala Harris. The last time her bid for the presidency was dependent on her debate performance, she got her entire campaign spiked in 2 minutes by Tulsi Gabbard. All I'm seeing is a whole lot of Democrat copium. I mean, all kinds of copium nonsense. They're just desperately trying to spin this thing into something positive, something good. But I simply cannot share that view. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. You know, the whole spin here is that Joe Biden's actually such a great guy. He put country above self, and finally the Democrat Party is unified. First of all, Joe Biden didn't put country above self. The guy waited to the last second to drop out of the race when it was obvious since day one that he wasn't qualified to be president, let alone run for re-election. Joe Biden desperately and selfishly clinged on to power, and then only when Democrat internal polls were showing the Biden campaign that they were losing possibly in New Mexico and Virginia, New Hampshire, only then did they decide to do this last-minute switcheroo. And now the idea is that this last selfless act from Joe Biden has saved democracy and united the party behind Kamala Harris. Really? Unity? I'm not so sure about that one. I'm pretty sure we're seeing the exact opposite of unity. What it feels like is a good chunk of the Democrat establishment, and of course a huge chunk of the Democrat voter base, just got shafted. See, here's the thing. Nobody wanted Kamala. Are we going to just erase recent history and pretend like the last 4 years didn't exist? You know, this has been the narrative throughout Joe Biden's entire first term.
For who would run as president, you are
in the spot, that would be unnatural for you to step up. But we're hearing from donors that they would not naturally fall into line. Why is that?
I hear from a lot of different people, a lot of different things. But let me just tell you, I'm focused on the job. I truly am. Our democracy is on the line, Bill. And I frankly, in my head, do not have time for parlor games when we have a president who is running for re-election.
Nobody wanted Kamala. Even top Democrat donors don't want Kamala. Barack Obama and other top Democrats didn't even endorse Kamala Harris after Joe Biden did. You know, obviously there's a good chunk of Democrats who simply don't want Kamala Harris as the leader of their party, as their candidate on the ballot heading into 2024. But too bad, tough luck, that's what you get. Nothing like Democrat unity. More like forced unity, more like you have no frickin' choice, you'll do as we say. That's the Democrat MO. I mean, for Pete's sakes, at this point, we have a pattern of behavior, don't we? Remember 2016? Bernie Sanders was blazing on his campaign, clearly the top Democrat contender. He had the most grassroots support, but he was
There's 3 minutes left of this video. Yeah, do they not say the Pledge of Allegiance? And to the Republic for which we stand, one nation under God. What are they talking about? Democracy, right? Am I wrong? And to the Republic for which we stand. What?
Denied media airtime, he was denied interviews, good press. They essentially rigged the primary process for Hillary Clinton, and then of course lost in spectacular fashion because of it. Then in 2020, they did the exact same thing to Bernie Sanders again. Then fast forward to the 2024 primary, they rigged the process, forced their incumbent through, their geriatric dementia patient candidate, they force him through. But then of course by now everything's fallen apart. All their extracurricular democracy activities like trying to rig the ballot, imprison their political opponent, promote lies and bogus narratives, yada, 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 you know, it all failed. Now Joe Biden gets pulled out and they're rigging another primary process. As we're learning now, Democrats aren't going to get an open convention. Nope, they're getting Kamala shoved down their throats. As we're now learning, enough delegates have essentially signed on to supporting Kamala Harris, essentially just granting her the Democrat nomination, despite the actual will of Democrat voters. Yeah, first of all, that doesn't sound like democracy to me coming from these supposed defenders of democracy. And secondly, that doesn't sound like party unity. We're all united behind Kamala Harris, except for the majority of our party that doesn't actually want Kamala Harris. But don't worry about that. That's just democracy in action. I envisioned myself as SpongeBob in that moment, you know, unveiling the rainbow. Democracy in action. What a bunch of friggin' imbeciles. Yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing Democrats trying to spin this as if it's this hugely positive turn in their party, but I don't perceive it as that at all. I think Democrats are now stuck with cackling Kamala. They were left no other choice as Joe Biden literally endorsed her. I also think that Joe Biden probably did that in spite of the Democrat elite that he kept rambling about on Morning Joe's show.
Why? I'm getting so frustrated by the elites. Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but about the elites in the party who they know so much more. But if any of these guys don't think I should run against me, go ahead, announce for president. Challenge me at the convention.
The Democrat elites were trying to oust Joe Biden and replace him with their preferred candidate. And I think Joe Biden said, well, you know what? How about screw you? I'm going to step down and endorse the exact candidate that you guys don't want. It might have been Joe Biden's last non-cognitively impaired move, his last cogent play. Democrats, I simply reject your premise. I don't think Kamala Harris is an electoral threat. In fact, I think she might even be a disaster down ballot. We're seeing some early, quick snap polling data that's suggesting she doesn't stand a frickin' chance in places like Pennsylvania and other states. And let me remind everybody that Pennsylvania is literally the only state that Donald Trump needs to win the election. The numbers clearly aren't looking so hot. In other words, Kamala Harris sucks. Nothing's changed. But I guess if something does end up changing, I'll let you know. We'll obviously continue with our polling analysis. It's certainly possible that somehow Kamala Harris in the next 3 months runs a spectacular campaign that brings all kinds of people on board. It's possible. I just don't think it's likely, and I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to...
Oh boy, let's see. Should I do 2 more? I only have 2 more. If I want to do 2 more. Do I want to do 2 more? Which 2 was I going to do? I was going to do the... Well, I could show... and where was that at? Kind of want to watch this. Do I want to watch it now? What else do I got? I had the yeah, I know I had the let's see, go to no, she was totally she knew the questions, she knew the answers. Go look up, just go look up any history of her talking in public, or you know, just any interview. She don't have all that. All the questions and answers were there. She studied. They worked on it. They worked on it together. It was 3 against 1. It was on ABC. Yeah. Yeah. I need to go way down. Okay. See what's going on right now. Okay. Where is let's see. I wanted to do where's it at again? I want to watch the end of the. Hold on, see if I can find it again. I just have it. Hold on. Let's see where am I at? Yeah. Whatever they want to watch the that. Let's see. What do we got? 115, 117. Oh, the fucking stupid black question. Fucking so dumb. So fucking dumb. But I like how he ends it. He ends it correctly. Like, you've been there 3.5 years. Why haven't you done any of the stuff you say you're gonna do? Because she's full of fucking shit. That's why.
Black, and now she wants to be known as black. I want to ask a bigger picture question here tonight. Why do you believe it's appropriate to weigh in on the racial identity of your opponent?
I don't, and I don't care. I don't care what she is. I don't care. You make a big deal out of something. I couldn't care.
Hold on. I gotta fucking. Right, remove it for a second. Stop it. Can I be on the side? Can I be on the side? There you go.
Care less. Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm asking.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her. That's up to her.
Vice President Harris, your thoughts on this?
I think it's, I mean, honestly, I think it's
Your thoughts on this?
tragedy that we have.
They put out a
someone who
negative. Your thoughts?
wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people. You know, I do believe that the vast majority of us know that we have so much more in common than what separates us, and we don't want this kind of approach that is just constantly trying to divide us, and especially by race. And let's remember how Donald Trump started. He was a
oh my God, this bitch shouldn't have. Fucking can't stand it. They fucking They want to put in the fucking race card again. It's like fucking evil motherfuckers, man. Fuck you and your fucking race card. Fuck you. Fuck you and your race card.
Land, he owned buildings, and he was investigated because he refused to rent property to Black families. Let's remember, this is the same individual who took out a full-page ad in the New York Times calling for the execution of 5 young Black and Latino boys who were innocent, the Central Park 5. Took out a full-page ad.
I read the ad.
This is the same individual who spread birther lies about the first Black president of the United States. And I think the American people want better than that, want better than this, want someone who understands, as I do, I travel our country. We see in each other a friend. We see in each other a neighbor. We don't want a leader who is constantly trying to have Americans point their fingers at each other. I meet with people all the time who tell me, can we please just have discourse about how we're going to invest in the aspirations and the ambitions and the dreams of the American people? Knowing that regardless of people's color or the language their grandmother speaks, we all have the same dreams and aspirations and want a president who invests in those, not in hate and division.
Vice President Harris, thank you. Lindsay?
President Trump, this is now your 3rd time.
This is the most divisive presidency in the history of our country. There's never been anything like it. They're destroying our country, and they come up with things like what she just said. Going back many, many years, when a lot of people, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park 5, they admitted, they said, they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty. But this is a person that has to stretch back years, 40, 50 years ago, because there's nothing now. I built one of the greatest economies in the history of the world, and I'm going to build it again. It's going to be bigger, better, and stronger. But they're destroying our economy. They have no idea what a good economy is. Their oil policies, every single policy. And remember this, she is Biden. You know, she's trying to get away from Biden. I don't know the gentleman, she says. She is Biden. The worst inflation we've ever had, a horrible economy because inflation has made it so bad, and she can't get away with that.
Thank you. Time's up.
I want to respond to that, though. I want to just respond briefly. Clearly, I am not Joe Biden, and I am certainly not Donald Trump. And what I do offer is a new generation of leadership for our country, one who believes in what is possible, one who brings a sense of optimism about what we can do instead of always disparaging the American people. I believe in what we can do to strengthen our small businesses, which is why I have a plan. Let's talk about our plans and let's compare the plans. I have a plan to give startup businesses $50,000 tax deduction to pursue their ambitions, their innovation, their ideas, their hard work. I have a plan, $6,000 for young families for the first year of your child's life to help you in that most critical stage of your child's development. I have
Still giving the money
that is about allowing people to be able to pursue what has been fleeting in terms of the American dream by offering a help with down payment of $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. That's the kind of conversation, I believe, David, that people really want tonight, as opposed to a conversation that is constantly about belittling and name-calling. Let's turn the page.
Vice President
and move
Harris,
forward.
thank you. Let's turn to policy.
President
Let's
Trump,
turn back
we
to
have
policy.
to move on. President Trump.
Let's turn to policy,
She has
please.
a plan to defund the police. She has a plan to confiscate everybody's gun.
President Trump,
she
we
has
do
a
have to
plan
move
to
on to
not
other
allow
issues.
fracking in Pennsylvania or anywhere else.
Okay.
That's what her plan is until just recently.
I just need to respond
President
because
Trump,
the
President
former
Trump,
president has said
no, I'm
something
sorry.
twice that I need to
No,
respond to.
I'm sorry. We're
I
gonna
just need to
move on,
respond
Vice
one
President
time
Harris.
to what he has
President
said
Trump, this
multiple
is
times.
now your third time running for president. You have long vowed to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. You have failed to accomplish that. You now say you're going to keep Obamacare, quote, unless we can do something much better. Last month, you said, quote, we're working on it. So tonight, 9 years after you first started running, do you have a plan, and can you tell us what it is?
Obamacare was lousy health care, always was. It's not very good today. And what I said, that if we come up with something, and we are working on things, we're going to do it and we're going to replace it. But remember this, I inherited Obamacare because Democrats wouldn't change it. They wouldn't vote for it. They were unanimous. They wouldn't vote to change it. If they would have done that, we would have had a much better plan than Obamacare. But the Democrats came up, they wouldn't vote for it. I had a choice to make when I was president. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, never going to be great, or do I let it rot? And I felt I had an obligation, even though politically it would have been good to just let it rot and let it go away. I decided, and I told my people, the top people, and they're very good people. I have a lot of good people in that administration. We read about the bad ones. We had some real bad ones too, and so do they. They have really bad ones. The difference is they don't get rid of them. But let me just explain. I had a choice to make. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, or do I let it rot? And I saved it. I did the right thing. But it's still never going to be great, and it's too expensive for people. And what we will do is we're looking at different plans. If we can come up with a plan that's going to cost our people, our population, less money and be better health care than Obamacare, then I would absolutely do it. But until then, I'd run it as good as it can be run.
So just a yes or no, you still do not have a plan.
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now. But if we come up with something, I would only change it if we come up with something that's better and less expensive. And there are concepts and options we have to do that. And you'll be hearing about it in the not too distant future.
Vice President Harris, in 2017, you supported Bernie Sanders' proposal to do away with private insurance and create a government-run healthcare system. 2 years later, you proposed a plan that included a private insurance option. What is your plan today?
Well, first of all, I absolutely support, and over the last 4 years as vice president, private healthcare options. But what we need to do is maintain and grow the Affordable Care Act. But I'll get to that, Lindsay. I just need to respond to a previous point that the former president has made. I've made very clear my position on fracking. And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff. As it relates to the Affordable Care Act, understand, just look at the history to know where people stand. When Donald Trump was president, 60 times he tried to get rid of the Affordable Care Act. 60 times. I was a senator at the time when I will never forget the early morning hours when it was up for a vote in the United States Senate. And the late, great John McCain, who you have disparaged as being you don't like him, you said at the time, because he got caught. He was an American hero. The late, great John McCain, I will never forget that night, walked onto the Senate floor and said, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't get rid of the Affordable Care Act. You have no plan. And what the Affordable Care Act has done is eliminate the ability of insurance companies to deny people with pre-existing conditions.
That's a
I don't
lie.
have to tell the people watching tonight, you remember what that was like? Remember when an insurance company could deny if a child had asthma, if someone was a breast cancer survivor, if a grandparent had diabetes? And thankfully, as I've been vice president and we over the last 4 years have strengthened the Affordable Care Act, we have allowed for the first time Medicare to negotiate drug prices on behalf of you, the American people. Donald Trump said he was going to allow Medicare to negotiate drug prices. He never did. We did. And now we have capped the cost of insulin at $35 a month. Since I've been vice president, we have capped the cost of prescription medication for seniors at $2,000 a year. And when I am president, we will do that for all people, understanding that the value I bring to this is that access to health care should be a right and not just a privilege of those who can afford it.
And the plan has to be to strengthen the Affordable Care Act, not get rid of it,
Vice
pass this
President
prologue
Harris,
in
thank
terms
you.
of where Donald Trump stands on that.
I want to move to an issue
Well,
that's important for a
she
lot
made
of
a mistake. And number one, John McCain fought Obamacare for 10 years. But it wasn't only him. It were all of the Democrats that kept it going. And you know what? We can do much better than Obamacare, much less money. But she won't improve private insurance for people, private medical insurance. That's another thing she doesn't want to get.
President
People
Trump-
are paying privately for insurance that have worked hard and made money, and they want to have private. She wants everybody to be on government insurance where you wait 6 months for an operation that you need immediately.
President Trump, thank you. We have another.
Oh my God! It's like, shut the fuck up, moderators. Shut the fuck up. So she's allowed to answer the bullshit question or the bullshit statement, but he can't. Fucking joke. They've already gave her the list. She's got the question. She's got the answer. But now they don't want to let Trump answer. Yeah, that's fucking. It's fucking a complete joke, bro. Fucking rigged shit. Keep it neutral. Have a Republican and a Democrat asking questions, or whatever you want to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fucking yeah. It's both moderators and Kamala against Trump. Yeah.
issue that we'd like to get to that's important for a number of Americans, in particular younger voters, and that's climate change. President Trump, with regard to the environment, you say that we have to have clean air and clean water. Vice President Harris, you call climate change an existential threat. The question to you both tonight is, what would you do to fight climate change?
There's no climate change, no such thing. It's a joke. It's a joke. Next.
And Vice President Harris, we'll start with you. 1 minute for you each.
Well, the former president had said that climate change is a hoax. And what we know is that it is very real. You ask anyone who lives in a state who has experienced these extreme weather occurrences, who now is either being denied home insurance or it's being jacked up. You ask anybody who has been the victim of what that means in terms of losing their home, having nowhere to go. We know that we can actually deal with this issue. The young people of America care deeply about this issue. And I am proud that as vice president over the last 4 years, we have invested $1 trillion in a clean energy economy, while we have also increased domestic gas production to historic levels. We have created over 800,000 new manufacturing jobs while I have been vice president. We have invested in clean energy to the point that we are opening up factories around the world. Donald Trump said he was going to create manufacturing jobs. He lost manufacturing jobs. And I'm also proud to have the endorsement of the United Auto Workers and Sean Fain, who also know that part of building a clean energy economy includes investing in American-made products, American automobiles. It includes growing what we can do around American manufacturing and opening up auto plants, not closing them like happened under Donald Trump.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
That didn't happen under Donald Trump. Let me just tell you, they lost 10,000 manufacturing jobs this last month. It's going, they're all leaving. They're building big auto plants in Mexico, in many cases owned by China. They're building these massive plants, and they think they're going to sell their cars into the United States because of these people. What they have given to China is unbelievable, but we're not going to let that. We'll put tariffs on those cars so they can't come into our country, because they will kill the United Auto Workers and any auto worker, whether it's in Detroit or South Carolina or any other place. What they've done to business and manufacturing in this country is horrible. We have nothing because they refuse. You know, Biden doesn't go after people because supposedly China paid him millions of dollars. He's afraid to do it. Between him and his son, they get all this money from Ukraine. They get all this money from all of these different countries. And then you wonder, why is he so loyal to this one, that one, Ukraine, China? Why is he? Why did he get $3.5 million from the mayor of Moscow's wife? Why did she pay him $3.5 million? This is a crooked administration, and they're selling our country down the tubes.
President Trump, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with closing statements from both of our candidates. An historic night, this ABC News presidential debate from Philadelphia.
What was the shit? I thought I was at the closing statement. Sorry about that, guys. Wasn't that it? Hold on, where'd it go? Yeah, sorry about that. I was actually, I thought I was at the closing statement. Is like he nails it. Sorry about that, guys. Fuck.
Do January 6th. You have not done this. You lost the election. You made false claims. It's crazy to me, man. But I think that right now is 1-1. To be honest, to me, is he's winning. But if I tried to be impartial,
President Harris, we begin with you.
1-1.
So I think you've heard tonight two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the future, and the other that is focused on the past, and an attempt to take us backward. But we're not going back. And I do believe that the American people know we all have so much more in common than what separates us. And we can chart a new way forward. And a vision of that includes having a plan, understanding the aspirations, the dreams, the hopes, the ambition of the American people, which is why I intend to create an opportunity economy, investing in small businesses, in new families, in what we can do around protecting seniors, what we can do.
She wants to invest in new families. What? Miss abortion, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. What new families? You're killing all the fucking babies, you fucking dumb bitch. That's all you fucking talked about. 90% of your fucking vote is you murdering the fucking babies, you fucking liar. What new families? What new fucking families? There ain't gonna be no new fucking families. You're gonna, because you wanted to kill the fucking babies, you fucking murderer. Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
That is about giving hardworking folks a break and bringing down the cost of living. I believe in what we can do together. That is about sustaining America's standing in the world and ensuring that we have the respect that we so rightly deserve, including respecting our military and ensuring we have the most lethal fighting force in the world. I will be a president that will protect our fundamental rights and freedoms, including the right of a woman to make decisions about her
Abortion.
own body and not have her government tell her what to do.
What? Don't have your what? Don't have your government tell you what to do? Stay home. Wear a face diaper. Take this jab. Wear the face diaper. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar.
I'll tell you, I started my career as a prosecutor. I was a DA, I was an attorney general, a United States senator, and now vice president. I've only had one client, the people. And I'll tell you, as a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans and focus on what we can do over the next 10 and 20 years to build back up our country by investing right now in you, the American people.
Vice President Harris, thank you. President Trump?
So she just started by saying she's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do all these wonderful things. Why hasn't she done it? She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it? She should leave right now, go down to that beautiful White House, go to the Capitol, get everyone together and do the things you want to do, but you haven't done it and you won't do it because you believe in things that the American people don't believe in. You believe in things like we're not going to frack. We're not going to take fossil fuel. We're not going to do things that are going to make this country strong, whether you like it or not. Germany tried that, and within 1 year, they were back to building normal energy plants. We're not ready for it. We can't sacrifice our country for the sake of bad vision. But I just ask one simple question. Why didn't she do it? We're a failing nation. We're a nation that's in serious decline. We're being laughed at all over the world. All over the world, they're laughed. I know the leaders very well. They're coming to see me. They call me. We're laughed at all over the world. They don't understand what happened to us as a nation. We're not a leader. We don't have any idea what's going on. We have wars going on in the Middle East. We have wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. We're going to end up in a third world war, and it'll be a war like no other because of nuclear weapons, the power of weaponry. I rebuilt our entire military. She gave a lot of it away to the Taliban. She gave it to Afghanistan. What these people have done to our country, and maybe toughest of all, is allowing millions of people to come into our country. Many of them are criminals, and they're destroying our country. The worst president, the worst vice president in the history of our country.
President Trump, thank you. And that is our ABC News.
Way to end it, Trump. Way to end it. Good job. He fucking KO'd. You've been there. She just ran her mouth up. You've been there 3.5 years. I've never heard her say a damn thing. Have you guys? Have you ever heard her say a damn thing about small businesses? I haven't. I haven't seen her try to do shit. They're fucking puppets. We all know Joe's totally been a puppet. Oops. That's the guy. The motherfucker can't even walk. That guy can't walk. That guy can't talk. They were a complete motherfucking joke. Should I do one more beer? Do one more beer real quick. You can listen to a little. You want to listen to a little of? He nails it, Tatum.
Presidential debate from here in Philadelphia at the National Constitution Center. I'm Lindsay Davis.
And I'm David Muir. Thank you for watching here in the U.S.
All right, shut up. I'm sick of hearing y'all weirdos anyway. All right, let me just recap this real quick. I think Kamala Harris, with the questions that were asked and all the other things included, I think Kamala Harris won the first round. Donald Trump won the second round, and I think Donald Trump cleared out at the very end. He gave a very good, concise statement. Why didn't you do it? I told y'all that's what he should have said. Why didn't you do anything about it? You run your mouth, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You've been in office for 3 years. Democrats have run the country for 16 of the last, or they run for 12 of the last 16 years. They've been in charge. Y'all kind of forget Barack Obama did 8 years. And then Donald Trump had 4, and y'all back in for another 4. And you're talking about these problems that the country has. Y'all have been in charge for majority of the time. I don't know what they playing right. Oh, that's the beginning. Look how awkward she is. I'm Kamala Harris. You see her say, I'm Kamala Harris. These people are silly. Donald Trump, in my opinion, is a strong man. He has what it takes to lead this country. I think these other leaders are afraid of him because I think he'll really do things. Kamala Harris, we don't know who's running the country with these fools. Biden is dead. Kamala Harris, she's not the leader, but she's saying she's the leader, and she's been in all these rooms, but she don't have no real say because all this is frivolous. And they didn't get to some of the more radical things that Kamala Harris believes. We know that she want to take your guns away. She said it on camera. She said it multiple times. What she's trying to do right now is distance herself from the policy positions that have failed so you can actually see her as a revived person. She don't have a policy position. The radical left Democrats are going to take over as soon as she get in office. Now, I'm not here to convince you. Don't be stupid. Vote for the things that actually matter. Quit letting these people lie to you. Why can't she say women deserve the right to have an abortion? They won't use that word. They use the free reproductive care. Reproductive care is a myriad of different things. If they really cared about reproductive rights and reproductive care, they will be helping out and funding these pregnancy centers. Therefore, when a woman is pregnant, she don't have to have fear that she can't take care of a baby because there's resources. Instead, they want to funnel Black people and Hispanic people to these clinics. I live around nothing but white people up here. I ain't seen a Planned Parenthood nowhere. I haven't seen a Planned Parenthood. Go down to the South Side. Go to where the Black people live. They got probably 2 or 3 of them down there. These people don't care about you. Listen what they said after that school incident. Look at what they said after the school incident. They're going to reimagine background checks. We already have background checks. Anybody that ever bought a gun, you have to do that background check unless you have a CCW. What are you? What background check? They adding stuff on to try to make it sound good, so eventually they can disarm the populace. These people are crazy, man. I wish that if there's something else that somebody's doing commentary, maybe we can jump into commentary. I wonder what CNN and them are talking about. These people are probably silly. That they're crazy? What are they saying? They're saying she belonged on stage. Oh yeah, of course they did. You know, I don't think Kamala Harris did a terrible job. I think she's a liar, and she lied about a bunch of stuff, and they won't fact check it. They let her say everything that she wanted to say. Listen, I'm gonna make this last appeal, then I'm gonna go to sleep. People, maybe I'll answer some super chats. Pull it over here. Let me see, and maybe put this down and make that full screen. Maybe the super chat thing. All right, let me pop. I'll pop some of these up.
I already caught most of this. Shout outs to Officer Tatum. Other than I kind of want to watch Shiva's got 15 minutes on her. Shiva's got 18 minutes about her real Indian versus the fake Indian. I kind of want to hear it in a way. Oh man. Whose channel you want? The last guy? I can get you that. So give me 1 second. There you go, Officer Tatum right there. Yeah, the news media. Oh wow. Not only are we gonna put Taylor on NFL Sports, so you get to see her. But now, who is she voting for? Fuck them. Fuck the media. Fuck their fake fucking news. Fuck them shoving down their shit down our fucking throat. I kind of want to hear Shiva. Something different. I'm curious what he would say about her being like Black or Indian. You rewind. I started off boom, 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 boom. I watched them too. Tomorrow, you gotta understand. Tomorrow is gonna be when there's more of those clips. But I am kind of curious to watch this. I'm kind of curious. I just want to see what he says about her being an Indian.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai. I'm here with my running mate, Crystal Ellis, and we're going to have a very, very important conversation. that everyone should understand is important to what we're talking about today. And that's about the fact that only a real Indian can defeat the fake Indian. And we're talking about racist Kamala Harris, who has unleashed her lawyers to kick Dr. Shiva off the ballot, Shiva for president off the ballot. That's what we're going to talk about. And we're just coming off the lawsuit that just took place, where in the New Jersey court, myself and Crystal were on there exposing Kamala Harris. But again, we have to understand, look, the reality is that Trump attempted to act like a Indian. You know, he puts on all that makeup, but he doesn't get it quite right. He does the orange shit. But then, so they really needed a real Indian.
I will tell you this, SR. I showed, I basically busted her with some videos way before the election. Way before the debate, excuse me. I busted her with some clips that I had way before the debate about her lying about fracking. I mean, if you're going to lie about the fracking on national TV, what else are you going to lie about? Probably damn near everything. So anyway, yeah, I got some good, anyway, it was good. I'm ready to hear this real quick, though. I'm ready to hear this. Go, Shiva.
An Indian. So they brought in Kamala Harris, who's a fake Indian. But the reason they brought her in is because they're really afraid of the real Indian, which is me. Okay. And we've seen this before in Massachusetts with Elizabeth Warren. But the reality is, I want to have a serious discussion about this, what really happened. Many of you know we're getting on the ballot in every state, except for 4 states. You'll see us on the ballot, or you can, we'll be a write-in candidate, except for 4 states. And this has been a Herculean effort that we've been working on, right, Crystal? In every state, every day, we have close to 200,000 volunteers and supporters who've been helping the real campaign, which is us. Our campaign for president is the real campaign. All these other campaigns are fake campaigns. Now, Kamala Harris's campaign specifically is the fake Indian campaign. And why am I talking about this? Okay, as you can see in this title, we saying Dr. Shiva versus Kamala. And that's how you say it, Kamala, with the Tamil Indian accent, not Kamala. It's Kamala. Okay, everyone try that. Can you try that? Kamala. Crystal, can you try that, please?
Kamala.
Kamala, yeah. So everyone say that. Okay. So now you can see that the racist Kamala has unleashed her lawyers to kick us off the ballot. And guess what? This was done in New Jersey. Many people know New Jersey is a center of a lot of Indians. A lot of Indians like to come to New Jersey. I came here in 1970 to Paterson, New Jersey, and then to Clifton, Parsippany, Livingston. A lot of Indians live there, but a lot of these Indians are fake Indians. Fake Indians, a lot of fake Indians in New Jersey. And what do I mean fake Indians? Brahmin Indians. Yeah, Brahmanism loves Zionism, loves Nazism. You see, most Indians are like me, okay, the darkies, the low caste non-Brahmins, and you won't find a lot of them here. You will find primarily these Brahmin Indians who think you, whether you're whatever color you're less than them. Whether you're white, black, Indian, African, they think they're better than you, these fake Indians. The majority of Indians are like me. We come bottoms up. We are working people. We do all the hard work. The fake Indians do not like you. And we're talking broadly. You see, there's now in the United States, there's a caste system. They want to treat all of us like second-class citizens, all of us. Crystal, you've experienced this right there in Nebraska, right? You go to an Indian temple, you see these fake Indians there. Maybe you want to let people know a little bit about these fake Indians.
Yep, they're definitely in the temples throughout the United States, let alone in my own home state. The caste system exists within the Hindu temples in the United States. They will treat people differently, not just off the color of their skin, but off their last name, off their title, their position in society, how they came to the United States even.
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy, another seriously snaky fake Indian. Fake Indian. We're all Indians. We're all Indians ultimately, right? We're all Indians. That's what we want to say. We're all brothers and sisters, right? But Kamala Harris is a fake fucking Indian. And she has unleashed, now getting back to the serious issues, we got on the ballot in New Jersey. Okay?
Yeah.
We got on the ballot in New Jersey. She unleashed her lawyers to make sure that we would not be on the ballot. We got on the ballot. We got all the signatures. We got all the electors legitimately. So on Thursday, I got a call from our New Jersey state leader, Rose Cias, right? We get a call saying that another fake Indian, a fat fucking lawyer, Parikh, right? Sorry, I get his name wrong. P-R-I-K-H. Sorry, I forget the A. Rajiv Parikh. And if you look at him, he looks like a soy boy, a fat fucking lawyer. Obviously, he's never worked for a living, but he's done something in New Jersey. He's kissed ass. He's kissed ass all his life, this guy Parikh, okay? Parikh has kissed ass all his life, and that's his name, Rajiv Parikh. He kissed ass to become the senior counsel of the really corrupt governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, who was all for vaccine mandates. Many of you know, in 2019 and 2020, I was the one out there leading massive protests, and we won stopping vaccine mandates in New Jersey. I did that. Our movement did that. Not Booby fucking Kennedy. Booby fucking Kennedy was trying to do, backdoor whatever fucking deals with the Democrats. But in New Jersey, our movement stopped the vaccine mandates, period. And it's all out there, documented. But Phil Murphy was for those vaccine mandates. This guy, Rajiv Parikh, is his senior counsel, okay? And then he accompanied Parikh, and Murphy went to India, okay? But you see, most of these Indian cocksuckers, they spend all their time cocksucking and they get into positions. He gets voted the most important lawyer, South Asian lawyer. That means you did a lot of cocksucking. That's all that means. When you win these awards from the establishment, that means you were a serious fucking cocksucker. And that's what Rajiv Parikh is. Okay, anyway, he got this Indian Brahmin to file a lawsuit on behalf, and this Parikh lawyer, sorry, I can't pronounce his name. It's easier to call him Parikh because that's what he is. He represents the Democratic State Party of New York. So the Democratic State Party of New Jersey, Democratic State Party of New Jersey, he's a lawyer. This Brahmin Indian, fake Indian, is a lawyer for the Democratic State Party of New Jersey, filed a lawsuit to kick me off the ballot, saying I'm not qualified because I'm naturalized citizen. Well, guess what? The FEC says a naturalized citizen can run. The Supreme Court has ruled in March 2024, ruling Trump versus Anderson, that no one can be thrown off a state ballot for a federal election. The state can only throw off a state candidate, okay? Not a federal candidate. And moreover, the 14th Amendment and Schneider versus Rusk, as well as a Bowling versus Sharp, has said that you cannot discriminate.
Dr. Shiva has got a great channel. He's a badass. Vote for Shiva. Vote for Shiva. Shiva kicks ass, man. Shiva don't fuck around, man. Shiva don't fuck around. Go check out Dr. Shiva. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
Discriminate between a naturalized citizen and natural born. Now, these pricks, these Democrat racist pricks, are the same ones who said black should be segregated. It was the Democratic sexist racist party in collusion with the Republicans who told women to take a hike. They laughed at women when women came to attempt to get to vote in the early 1900s. It was a Democratic party in collusion with the Republican Party. And it is a Democratic Party, supposed party of diversity and LBGT rights, who doesn't want me on the ballot in New Jersey. And so here you have an Indian Parikh, who has been unleashed by Kamala Harris, right here, the fake Indian. And why do I call Kamala Harris a fake Indian? Well, she hasn't gone through the immigrant journey. She's fucked her way to every fucking position she got. Real Indians don't do that. Seriously, she fucked her way into every fucking position she got. Let's be honest. She's a Zionist hoodlum. She's a Brahmin. You see, she comes from Brahmins from both sides. Her father is a Jamaican black, and Jamaican blacks think they're better than all the other blacks. Seriously. And she comes from a Tamil Brahmin mother, and Her kind of people are the ones who would spit on people like my mother, calling them non-Brahmin. So this is very personal. So all you fucking idiotic Democrats would think, oh, we got Kamala. Well, she's a fucking racist with a prick who she's trying to get me off the ballot in New Jersey. So how do you reconcile that? You can't reconcile it. The reality is I'm the real Indian. She's a fake Indian. And as we say, only a real Indian can defeat the fake Indian. You see, the swarm has gotten rid of Trump. He's fucking useless for them now. He tried to do that fake shooting, staging. It didn't work too well. Everyone caught on to it. The Zionists have used him, so they needed to bring out somebody else. So they said, let's bring this fake Indian out. That's what's going on. They have a fake Indian. And the real threat to the fake Indian is Crystal and I, our campaign. By the way, Crystal's more Indian, as you will see in the next days to come, far more Indian than Kamala Harris. Far more Indian. Wouldn't you say so, Crystal?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I definitely celebrate the culture more. I've probably surrounded myself with more real Indians, and I probably eat more Indian food than she.
But now it's about her being black, right? It's actually about her being black, not Indian, but whatever. Yeah. But you guys get me.
Yeah, and furthermore, if you want to know some really good Indian food, you just go, you can watch one of my videos on lamb curry. Kamala Harris does not know how to make fucking lamb curry. I do, and I will teach it to you, okay? And if you give $50 to my campaign, or whatever you want to give, I will send you my lamb curry recipe. It's the only real Indian lamb curry. Kamala Harris has never made an Indian meal. She doesn't know how to make one, but she does know how to suck cock, okay? That's how she got into her position. Seriously, she sucked everyone's cock on the way up. And that's how these fake Indians make it. They brown nose and they suck cock. Rajiv Prick, who was the opposing lawyer who I destroyed, exposing all of his cock sucking, didn't know what to say. We brought out the fact that the FEC gives me the right to run. We brought out the fact, Trump versus Anderson. We brought out the fact, the 14th Amendment, and we brought out the fact of non-justiciable issues. He didn't even know what the fuck to say. He would blah, blah, blah. You know, he was talking nonsense. He couldn't even pronounce Shiva, right? That's how much of a fake Indian. How many Indians can pronounce Shiva? He's a fake Indian. So we have a very important choice this campaign in 2024. You must choose the real Indian. That's me, because only a real Indian can defeat the fake Indian. And we'll talk more about this, but I wanted to get this out there because we were in court today defending our right to be on the ballot in New Jersey and the unconstitutionality, the illegality, and the unlawful behavior of the Democratic Party of New Jersey to attempt to throw a real Indian off the ballot on behalf of a fake Indian, Kamala Harris. Crystal, I think I've said enough. Why don't you say some real Indian stuff?
Well, I'll definitely say also what Kamala and this lawyer have in common is they like to try to persecute other brown people. So that's what Kamala spent most of her career doing, right? Is locking up brown people. And so
and shades of brown people. Yeah.
All shades of brown people. So they're not what they claim to be. They might speak the words, but they definitely do the opposite of what they claim to do. So if you missed today, I'm sorry, but it was great hearing. So thank you, Dr. Shiva, for.
And remember, we have been through this before, okay? Because we challenged this other fucking fake Indian, and I was the one who forced her to take the DNA test. She had to sprinkle in Peruvian genes even to get to 1 out of 1,024. Okay? This has happened before. We've seen this before. Where have we seen this before? Here. All right? Fake Indian, real Indian. Yes, Liawatha. And we have Kamala, okay? Kamala the bullshitala, okay? That's what she is, okay? We're dealing with fake Indians. All of us are Indians, remember that. We all have shades of brown in us, okay? But these fake Indians do not like you. They hate the American people. The fake Indians. Trump is a fake Indian. Why does he put on all that fucking shit? He's trying to be brown. He doesn't get it right. He gets it orange, okay? And if you notice, a lot of the fake Indians try to get brown. It's fascinating to watch them, and they don't get it quite right? But anyway, I know I'm going off a little bit here, talking a bunch of nonsense, but you can just put up with me because it's been a long day. The bottom line is that we have a huge opportunity in 2024 where we have to recognize if we want to beat this, frankly, I hate to say this woman is actually a whore. That's what she is. Sorry to say this, but that's what she is. She slept her way to everything she's gotten. Same with Kennedy's other whore, right? That woman that he found. I mean, God knows. You know, Crystal, and you know, is one of the most people with the highest integrity. She fights with me shoulder to shoulder on behalf of the working people of this country. But our movement is about you wanting to save yourself. So go to Shiva for President. If you believe only a real Indian can defeat a fake Indian, and you want to end the fake Indians. You see, the fake Indians want to keep all of us on the plantation. Our goal is to get you off the plantation. And that's what this movement's about. Now, this is a little bit of a joke, but it's also true. Okay? And the truth of this is Kamala Harris has never worked a day in her life. She has persecuted all poor people, people of color, of all colors, white, black, etc. Trump is just fucking a fool, okay? The guy has already proven that he doesn't care for the American people. He gave Anthony Fauci a presidential commendation award 12 hours before he left office. He never locked up Hillary. He locked up his own people. He made sure Pfizer made $100 billion in 1 year. He sucks Zionist cock really good. That's what he does. And his whole family is a bunch of Zionists, okay? They profited from Zionism. So because of our work, people were figuring out Trump. They said, fuck, we need a fake Indian, okay? Because that worked in Massachusetts, okay? Let's try it in the national level. So they pulled out this fake Indian, and she is a fake Indian. She's a racist fake Indian, and they do not want me on the ballot anywhere because they know that the real Indians like you will vote for me, okay? The real Indians, when I mean the real Indians are the warriors who want to fight. When you were a child, didn't you want to be an Indian? Yeah, you did, right? You wanted to fight, right? That's what this is about. So if you want to be a real Indian and you realize that only a real Indian can defeat the fake Indian, you must vote for Dr. Shiva and Crystal Ellis for president and vice president in 2024, period, okay? Again, remember, we'll have more news coming on this as it unfolds, but the bottom line is we were in court today and we defended our campaign from these Brahminist, racist scumbags who hate all American people. And the fat fucking lawyer, another prick, a Brahmin Indian, was telling us, oh, it's really nice that you're a naturalized citizen, but you can't be president. Bullshit. Maybe he should go back to wherever the fuck he came from. I'm sure Indians won't accept him. He's gonna have to find some other place to go. Okay. But anyway, we wanted to give you the reality of what's going on. The swarm has found a fake Indian, but only a real Indian can defeat a fake Indian. Crystal, anything else? You will see Crystal shortly demonstrating that she is a real Indian. Right, Crystal?
Sure. We'll do a video for sure.
Let's see what other comments we have. Bottoms up movement is right here. What is this here? You are Hindu, Dr. Shiva could become, I don't know what this person's saying. They can't speak English. Let's see. All right. Anyway, everyone, so keep an eye out for what's going to happen. Get out there and support Shiva for president. Get out there and vote. In some states, you can write us in, but get involved, get involved, get involved. Shiva for president. And remember, as we've said many, many times before, only a real Indian can defeat the fake Indian. Thank you. Be well, be the light. Thank you. Stay on, Crystal.
Hey, friends, Peggy Hall back with you.
Boom, boom, boom. Shiva there with the nice way to end the stream, guys. I may go live again real quick on CNS, but I'll end this. It was like my political rant. And back to the debate. 3 against 1. And they never like, hey, they never cut her off. They let her fucking say whatever the fuck she wanted to say. They never tried to fake check her, right? It was a complete joke. it don't take a rocket scientist to be like, that shit was staged and rigged. And I agree with Officer Tatum. Round one to Kamala, round two to Trump, and then Trump KO'd at the end. Like, bitch, you've been there 3.5 years. Why haven't you fucking done anything? Why haven't you done anything that you run your mouth about? She's full of fucking shit. Then again, that's what politicians do, right? They're all full of fucking shit. Oh, he's got a lot of great stuff. He's got a lot of great stuff over there on Dr. Shiva on YouTube. And they want to say Trump's an insider. Fucking not. USA was fucking great. We had low gas. We had low food prices. We wasn't in any fucking wars. Trump had China being cool. Trump had Russia being fucking cool. Trump exposed the bitch tonight. She admitted that she went over there and talked to them, and 3 days later, the fucking war was on. They didn't give a fuck about her dumb ass. They didn't give a fuck about what she had to fucking say, because she's a fucking retard. Oh, the middle income, lower businesses, the lower middle class, the smaller businesses. And what? Oh, and she wants abortion. But again, votes. Yeah. She calls out Trump as a racist. She's gonna get those votes. Again, there's people that are awake. There's people on that side that are awake. There's people on that side that are awake. There's people in the middle that are awake, and then there's just these other people that they really don't fucking know. They're gonna listen to her. They're gonna listen to her and be like, "Wow, she's amazing." She was wrong. She was wrong. She was wrong. Lies. Pathetic motherfucking lies. That's we totally had better morals. Right now it's just like last time. Hey, we may be losing. Let's kick Trump off of social media. Trump, get off YouTube. Trump, get off of Twitter. Boom. Oh, and you're promoting Trump. We gotta block you for a while on Facebook. Yeah, we gotta block you. Yeah. Now they're promoting. Kamala, which I already showed. I showed that earlier in this video that they are indirectly promoting her, Google and YouTube. Yep. Before I end, guess what? I'm gonna go take a quick piss. Sorry, I'll get maybe a quick piss refill, and then I'll say goodbye. Do I do hold on? Do I do one of those songs again? What do I do here? Oh man, kind of gotta go here. Just go. Just go pee, Mosh. Get a piss. All right. Oh yeah. I gotta tell you guys, this shop top is going down good. $9.99 and 12. Yeah. No one will know the time or day. No one will know the time of day when he comes back. And life is but a vapor. Life is just but a vapor. Boom. Yeah. Our life is like nothing to him. Hey, Adrian, do you ever think that? Seriously. Again, I'm a believer, but there should. And if you think about it, have you ever thought about it that there should really there should be nothing? There should really be nothing, right? Again, fuck there was no dumb explosion. That's like, okay, you're going to throw a hand grenade in a paper factory and and you're going to get a dictionary, right? These people are fucking idiots. The whole agnostics, atheists, antichrist, Big Bang people. You're out of your fucking mind. But like right now, it's like every hair on my head is numbered. I have a lot of hair. Well, gee, it's like, well, God can create the universe. He knows how many fucking hair I have. Going off on a different subject now a little bit. But even Officer Tatum talked about God a bit tonight at the end of his stream. Disagreed with a little bit of it. All right. Any last words? I may literally just end here and go to CNS. You guys got me on the CNS. You guys know that channel? I can give it to you right now. If I decide to go over there, it's 5 a.m. right now. Yes, tell them Mosh. I'll put the link in. Most of y'all have it, but you never know. Let's see here. I may not go there, but maybe I will. Okay, there we go. Sub me on CNS, everybody. Smash that like, thumb it up. Those lefty liberal bitches, they did their fucking homework and they brought every fucking dumb shit. The race card, they brought up the race card. Oh, they brought up the felon card. But they didn't bring in him. They didn't bring in the fact that he almost got fucking murdered and killed, did they? But they want to bring up January 6th shit. She didn't get fucked with about wanting to take our guns. She didn't get busted on her lies about fracking. Fucking joke. That was a complete fucking joke. Get some real moderators. There's not really a real channel, but I guess put it on Fox, not ABC. I don't know. Anyway. She said people leave your rallies because it's boring. People probably leave the rallies to try to avoid the traffic. Thousands and thousands and thousands are there, bitch. You ain't bringing in those fucking numbers. Kamala. Your rally's fucking blow. Do you even go to a rally? Well, I mean, Trump said, well, Shiva said you blew your way all the way to the top. And she's at the top because of her non-white skin color. Oh, she's black. She's Indian. She's black. She's whatever. You shouldn't be a presidential candidate. She's fucking terrible. She gets high and laughs. Gets high and laughs. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you. Oh, you guys got any last words before I shut it down? Any? All right. I'll catch you guys next time. Shouts to like I said, I really liked the final ending. Trump said, "Why haven't you done any of this shit? You've been here 3.5 years. Been here 3.5 years. So now you want to run your mouth like you're gonna do this, this, and this. You've been here 3.5 years. You haven't done shit. You haven't pushed. She hasn't done shit that she said she would do. That's facts. We know that. Then we had Shiva come on and call her out as being fake as well. All right, guys. Maybe go there. We'll see what I decide to do. I may. Yeah, we'll see. It's almost 5 a.m. All right. Later, guys. Oh, yeah, end the stream. You got to end the stream before you leave the studio. Okay, cool. All right. Go freedom. Go freedom. Go freedom. Fuck the NWO. Fuck NATO. Fuck the deep state. Fuck the global elitists. All that good stuff. Go Jesus. King of kings, Lord of lords. Every knee shall bow. Go Jesus. Go freedom. Pray for our country. Pray for our leaders. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. And go Cowboys. Had to throw that in there. Make sure you guys got me on the Cowboys Mosh channel too. Make sure you guys got me on Cowboys Mosh. We did an IRL on Cowboys Mosh tonight. The blues band. The blues jam night. Really good stuff. Really good people. Really good musicians. Had a bass player like slapping it, but in the blues band, he's doing some like bonky slap, but in the blues, it was cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon.